Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are checking out Karate Kid Legends. This is from 2025. Answer looks like he's pretty pumped up, but look, I am cautiously optimistic.
You're not even in
Cobra
the
Kai
universe.
did such an amazing job. So I know the team isn't involved in this one, but I'm just hoping that we keep going with a really fun and entertaining Karate Kid story in that world. Because we know we got Daniel LaRusso.
Well, that should be enough, right? Look, I have no idea what to expect for this. Hopefully it is highly entertaining, and I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see some more kung fu or karate or, I don't know, ground and pound. What we're all gonna, what we have to expect here. We cannot wait.
Jiu-Jitsu Kid.
Jiu-jitsu, brilliant, resilient jiu-jitsu.
Look, the Cobra Kai series on Netflix was just so phenomenally done. Anything after that in the Karate Kid universe makes me nervous. Now, I know it's got Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan, two people that are very, very revered. But again, not having the producers and the creators and the writers from the Cobra Kai series that we all loved so much on Netflix, I'm coming into it with enthusiasm and cautious optimism, but I guess we'll see. Only when we find out.
Without further ado, let's go!
Oh, back to 86.
All right, back to there we go. Hitting us early.
Mr. Miyagi.
Good morning, Daniel-san.
This is really something. Who are all these guys?
All Miyagi ancestor. That is Miyagi Shimpo Sensei. First Miyagi bring karate to Okinawa. Love fishing. Love sake.
Oh, so do I.
Shimpo Sensei fall asleep off coast of Okinawa, wake up off coast of China.
Oh,
The Han
look at
family
this.
took him in,
The Han
taught him
family.
art of kung fu. When Sensei returned to Okinawa, Miyagi karate was born. A bond that kept Hans and Miyagis connected.
Oh, there we go.
So
That's
it is
the
Mr.
connection.
Han.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, Oak, knowing that the Miyagi karate gets its some inspiration from Kung Fu as the purist?
Han School of Kung Fu. I like how they did that transition to show.
I'm good with that. Okay, so this is a continuation with Mr.
Yeah.
Han.
I like how they're jacket on, jacket on.
Nice.
师傅，韩师傅，
啊，怎么了？
医生来了，
医生来了！医生来了！
欢迎来到
啊
海外武术学校。你是来学功夫的吗？
Trying to stall her.
我知道他让你来拖着我，对不对？
我可没做这个事情啊。
是他让的。
我儿子呢？
我们喝茶去，这杯。
Chun-Li from Street Fighter, the movie.
Was it?
Yeah, she was Chun-Li.
舅舅，我无意冒犯，
Uncle.
我已经在你所谓的正轨上，
Oh.
嗯，
我绝不会再重蹈覆辙，失去另一个多重要，但我一定不会让他再受伤了。
生活把我击倒，都是功夫把我扶回正轨。
找到了一份新工作，纽约的一家医院。
Oh. Moving.
Kelly, would you like to move to New York?
No, Mom, our life's here.
There will be so many other things for you in New York.
Why are you speaking in English, Mom?
New city, new language.
It's just like Jackie's Karate Kid. Oh, that feels like an 80s intro. The bridge shot and the title.
It's nice. Go check out your room.
It's a view to a brick wall.
I'm gonna try to find something for dinner, all right? I think I saw a pizza place around the corner.
I'm gonna get into a fight right away, Mom.
Well, if we're going to keep with the story of the original one, let's see if it has any similarities.
That's the thing with this being a follow-up. So from what I understand, this is supposed to take place after all the events of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Do you guys have like a stuffed crust?
Ah! Ah! He'll show you the flying V though.
Find yourself a nice, crappy little strip mall, and I'm sure you can find a stuffed crust.
I apologize on behalf of these morons.
Hey, that's a
Welcome to my
customer.
tab.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Have
that's.
stuffed crust. We have plain pepperoni, sausage and peppers.
Do pepperoni.
Pepperoni it is. Anything else?
Toilet paper? I just moved in down the street, so trying to pick up some stuff for the apartment.
Yeah, there's a bodega around the corner. Convenience store.
Thanks, I'll be right back.
Can I get a name for the order?
Yeah, Li Fong.
Welcome to New York, Li Fong.
Oh, let's see. There are some nice people in New York.
Well, so far things are going all right.
I'm sure it's just gonna be a nice, easygoing
sure
movie.
it's
Nothing's
gonna be an easy day.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Ooh, strike hard demolition.
Sensei O'Shea.
Your mom wants you to take the college entrance exam, so you have a lot of work to do.
Oh, drinking the starry.
Huh?
Oh, girl from the pizza place goes to a school.
You know, I'm good for it. It's not professional courtesy.
Oh.
I'm Lee, remember? From last night, your pizza place?
Stuffed crust.
Yeah, that's me.
How come your English is so good?
Oh, well, my mom did her residency in Hong Kong, so I went to an American school while I was there.
And now you're slumming it here with me?
Yeah.
I think I got it from here.
It's all right. I'm not doing anything.
Made that many new friends today, huh, Lee?
Yeah, well, you know, day's not over yet.
All right, things are going well.
Yeah, things were going great too until Daniel kicked the soccer ball across the beach. Other than that, it was great. Met Freddie Fernandez, got to hang out, play some soccer, have a little cookout.
Oh, there's the dojo.
Sauce. Now we just need to make it close by. And then you study karate or something?
Kung Fu, I used to.
Just don't train here, okay?
It's like
Why
a
not?
dark-haired Robbie
you can't.
there.
Oh boy, her ex.
Oh, here we go.
see.
Not long enough.
Tell your daddy owes me a call.
Who's that guy?
He owns that gym. My dad owes him some money.
Looking good, Connor. Looking fast. You know, I just saw your girl Mia out there. Looks like she's moving on pretty fast too.
Oh,
here we go.
Wow.
What are you laughing at?
What? It was funny.
I need to lighten up.
No!
Oh, jeez.
Get this guy to a hospital.
600? For a replacement part?
1200 new.
不好意思，给我们打个折吧，可以吗? She's gonna give it to you for $450.
What? What happened to 600?
She didn't know that your boyfriend was from Beijing.
Ah.
Give the old wink.
But I could teach you some Mandarin. You would get so much respect. They give you the local discount.
And in return,
Oh boy, I'm just
know,
waiting for the hammer to
teach me
drop
York.
with Roundhouse.
teach you New York.
Yeah.
I get off work early on Sunday. I can show you a few spots around town.
就是个约会.
What? What does that mean?
It's a date.
It's not a date. It's an educational experience.
He seems to be fitting in real nice
Yeah.
and easy.
You make any friends?
Yeah, I did. One.
What's his name?
Mia?
Last name Toretto.
She really got a two-seater.
You've driven a scooter before, right?
Nah, first time.
I'm sure driving that in New York is so nice and easy.
Yeah, green screen's a little rough.
Yeah, it's a
guys.
little.
Green screen's a little rough.
Uh-oh.
How do we get home?
There's a way to teach him New York.
我
Jiao. Mia.
小
Actually, I'm shocked.
Oh, here we go. Yep, music's kicking
Oh,
in.
they just happen to be on the same.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi, Connor. What a pleasant surprise.
Who's your friend?
Hi, Lee.
Don't start.
Don't start
I
what?
don't shake hands.
Where you from, Lee?
Beijing.
You know Kung Fu?
Hide your power level.
Little.
I didn't even know we were done. Here you are. Come on, let's let the lady pass. Heads up.
Oh,
Jesus, that was messed up.
I'm so sorry. Connor's a psycho. In my defense, he wasn't such a dick until he started training at that gym. You can't step to guys like him. He practices karate like 24/7. He wins the 5 boroughs every year. Insane karate tournament on the streets all around the city. You get big prize money if you win, but
Ooh.
don't get any ideas.
Really bad?
No, it's well, yeah.
What happened to Stuffed Crust?
Can you help him?
This is definitely gonna sting for a couple of days.
The try the makeup.
Where'd you learn how to do makeup?
My wife. For nights like this, she didn't much like me fighting either.
He used to fight as well, huh?
How long have you been fighting?
Too long.
He was the best in the city once.
Ice it before bed and then sleep with a tea bag on it tonight.
You come to America. No fighting.
Fighting found me.
He didn't try to.
You always have a choice.
He get punched.
I was
sucker
walking
punched.
away, Mom. He punched me in the face.
Sucker punched.
Yeah. Sucker punch as well.
Who is this person?
A tutor for the SATs.
Your mom thinks you're gonna get into NYU with these calc skills.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be laughing if I were you. Have you met my mom?
Did she do that to your eye?
Just total deadpan. Let us know if that's an actual movie on that poster.
All right, Lee. Dragon kick.
Piece of cake.
空中的核心最重要。你来试试。
Whoa.
Whoa. Hell of a lot closer than I would have.
Oh, shit. Is that his brother?
Yeah.
Who he lost?
Yeah.
Yo, Beijing, how's the eye? Looks like it's healing up nice.
You know the first rule of karate, right? You always keep your guard up.
You really want to do this, Beijing?
I'll take it easy on you. No hands.
Oh. Well, people recording, yeah.
The dragon kick.
哇塞，
看到了吧？
Oh! Left himself open.
Find me in the 5 boroughs where no one can save your ass.
Oh, boy.
He got his poster.
He's the returning champ.
Yep.
Is he gonna pull a Miyagi and fix it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yo, kid, get on out of here.
Hey, fellas, why don't we let the kid go home? We can settle whatever it is O'Shea sent you here to settle. Yeah.
Victor, look out!
Oh!
Oh, what a
Oh.
for?
To the back of the head.
I told you, kid.
So adults he can beat up, just not Connor, though.
Oh, Connor's a champ.
Connor's
These guys
champion.
are just bums. Just a bunch of henchmen.
Whoa, whoa.
I like this. Feels like a very Jackie Chan choreographed fight.
Jackie Chan. It's if I'm being honest, it's
Oh!
a bit of a hard sell after what just happened with Connor, because all of a sudden it's like super badass, and I get there's supposed to be a talent gap between Connor and these guys.
Yeah, these are just low-level henchmen.
But I mean, look at what he's doing here.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, see, it's not all hits. That was okay.
Here, helps with the healing.
So you want to tell me what that was out there?
I used to train kung fu.
Would you teach it?
To who?
Me. I used to be good. Best in the city at one point, Lee. Needed something steady, traded in the gloves for the apron, and the rest is history. Most people don't know the moment their life changed forever. I get to see mine every day. With a prize fight, with a purse big enough I could pay my debt, keep the shop.
I can't.
Lee, I ain't got a shot to win unless you teach me what you know.
Wow, what a twist.
Wow.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I made a promise that I wouldn't fight anymore.
Well, you broke it earlier today.
But you're not fighting. I am.
I also know the moment that my life changed forever, and I replay it over and over in my head.
His brother.
I don't understand why I have to go to this thing. Never went to a temple in China.
I miss him.
It's literally right out his window, hitting the bag.
Well,
你怎么样啊，小黎？有约习惯吗？
还是想北京呗，交了个新朋友，想让我教他点功夫。
功夫能帮助你朋友吗？
我觉得会。
助人利己的事情都是好事啊。
So what are you doing here?
I can make you better.
When do we start?
well, stop having those carbs you're having right now, and we'll get working.
I'm not fighting a 150-pound kid.
Well, you're not. I'm 125.
Whoa!
Boxing, or is it going to be kickboxing, or what are we? What
There's
are we
no
talking
kicks
about
in
here?
boxing.
All right, there we go.
I always love when they do the little rabbit punches.
Since when do we close at 8 o'clock? Have you lost your mind?
She's fucking like the mom or her parents.
This is such a unique twist.
You know you're giving him false hope, right?
Better than no hope. I can do this, Mia.
He gets his ass kicked, that's on you.
Oh boy. Getting a bad feeling.
First rule of Kung Fu. Everything is Kung Fu.
Lower. Wrong side. Around. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're gonna be making pizzas all day, you gotta be training while you're making those pizzas. Show me.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna
How
be
long am I
the
supposed to stay like this?
show me the
I'll go
dough.
lunch.
Show me
an
spread the
hour.
sauce.
See you in an hour.
This is called the 1-inch punch. Try it. Just focus on snapping the wrist.
The old Bruce Lee 1-inch punch.
We're turning you from a stone to a stream. You strike water, keeps moving. All right, I got a large plain pie. Victory Pizza, what can I get for you, boss?
要不我去当场说你来。好了好了，take it。
Told you there's respect. Oh,
Look at him just lurking.
Why didn't they just have it raining on him too, so you could get super evil?
So what are we gonna have? Dad do a couple prize fights and Lee enter the All Valley under 18. Or what?
I think Dad's gonna get hurt bad, and then Lee's gonna have to do the tournament to win.
I'm really shocked we're 40 minutes into this and haven't seen Ralph Macchio yet.
Yeah, maybe it's just at the end. Maybe they tricked us in the trailer.
You always beat the shit out of yourself in the middle of the night? You want to talk about it?
My brother and I got attacked about a year ago after a big tournament in Beijing. The guy he beat wanted revenge.
What?
One of them pulled a knife. Always screaming for me to help him.
Oh.
I froze. Now I'm here and he's not, so yeah, I let him down.
Oh, Han was there.
You're gonna have to let yourself off the hook, Lee. You deal with it or it's gonna deal with you.
免费的 pizza 刚做好。
谢谢。
Is she making fun of me? Is it my cardigan?
Yeah.
Alan, I
Chicks.
don't know enough Mandarin to make fun of you. So, are you guys going to San Gennaro later?
So actually, I have to study for this test coming up. I think my mom's on to me.
Just come. It's like a New York rite of passage.
Oh, that sounds like he's a place where he's gonna get his ass kicked.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Okay, maybe.
Dude, you are so in.
We're just friends. Also, am I really crushing calculus?
No, this is all wrong. I was just trying to make you look good.
It's our Freddie Fernandez right there.
Well, after the beach, Freddie kind of bailed on Daniel for the whole movie until the tournament at the end.
Yeah. Oh, look at this slime ball.
Love
Wait,
is
what?
in the air.
Is this really
Who's that
happening?
guy?
What? She was just like, tell him to shove off.
What is going on? I mean, I know sometimes they'll do that shot to kind of trick the character, but that didn't seem right.
Got the ice. Do we need anything else? Why are you ignoring me?
I'm working your dad's corner tonight, not yours. So let's just focus on that, okay?
Oh, shit.
What's going on with you?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Connor? Alan and I showed up for a bit.
Look, Lee, it's complicated.
Oh, it's complicated.
He doesn't deserve you,
Let's
Mia.
try to
Not even a little bit.
You know how sometimes you have those dumb mistakes that you just keep making over and over again, and it's like,
Actually, I'm good. I don't want.
last night was not one of those nights. I told him that I'm done making those same mistakes with him because I met someone that I want to make new mistakes with.
The camera shot told me otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're trying to replay the country club scene from the original Karate Kid. Like you didn't.
Really?
Well, we were just, I mean,
We were talking about strategies.
He's just lucky I have someone else to knock out tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Like the country club scene,
Yeah.
but a totally different setup because Johnny like went in, and this was very much an interactive thing.
Yeah.
And not like completely one-sided.
Wouldn't bet against me, O'Shea.
Already have. My money's on him.
No, not sure how this is gonna go.
I got this.
Dude.
Out.
Box.
Oh. Come on, he trained for like a week. He should be good.
Don't trade blows. You've taken too many hits out there.
Slip that hook. Watch that one, all right?
Use the 1-inch punch, Victor.
Whoa! 1-inch punch.
Whoa, Victor.
Oh, working those guts. Oh!
Knock him out.
Oh!
Out the way, out the way.
Oh, getting the flashbacks.
wait, we need you.
This movie's gonna have to pull a 180 for me, guys. We're almost an hour in, and it's rough. It's rough.
I thought I was clear. No fighting.
Just
You
one
have
more
to
tournament.
Try to keep your friend alive.
It's going to need help from someone else.
Yep. Maybe somebody who's already stateside.
Mom?
Oh, that's got to be Jackie.
Yeah, you could hear from that.
Well, the way he yelled.
Yeah.
Now you see me, huh?
Hey, Mom.
Hi. Surprise.
Why are you out of breath?
Ran up the steps.
I love your new home. Very hip.
Why you're here?
I just feel like the right time to visit. You cannot control when life knocks you down, Xiao Li. But you can control when you get back up. We're going to see your friend tomorrow. Tidy this room.
Yeah, why is the coat on the floor?
Yeah.
Victor, this is Mr. Han.
Hey, the legendary Shifu.
I'm so sorry about everything.
Kid, it's not your fault. Who knows? Maybe it's time for us to move someplace warm.
Can't do that, Victor. You'd be walking away from everything that you've built.
It's not walking away.
And I love Mia. That's what it is.
Chinese saying, friend's problem is my problem. We will find a way to help.
I don't have friends. I got family.
How are we going to help?
Tournament start in 10 days. You will fight.
Oh, here we are. Look where we are.
If I ever won the lottery, I think I'd buy that house.
Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
You, Mr. Miyagi?
Oh.
He said, if I ever needed his help, I knew where to find him. I came looking for you. Look at you two.
Come on.
This picture in 1985. He spent the whole night talking about you, his best friend. I want Li to learn Miyagi Karate. Li means to me what you meant to Sensei Miyagi.
Just relax over there.
Maybe you could learn Eagle Fang.
I wish I could help you.
You will.
I'm not coming to New York.
I see you in the Big Apple.
You don't have a place to practice either.
He's got 8 days.
Okay,
He'll be
well,
fine.
we can figure this out. How do you feel about pigeons?
The world famous Fetterman Gardens.
Welcome to your new gym.
Morning, wake up, time to train. Focus.
Oh, I need to make one of those in the backyard.
Check it on. Check it out. More fling. Less horse.
I know why you're here.
I know you know.
Then you know I don't approve.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Check it on. Check it off.
The problem is that I see Bo every time I fight.
You still need to focus.
We're just supposed to let him fight.
It is not about fighting. It is about not giving up. Not just for Xiao Li, for both of you. Turn around. Focus.
You know, Jackie Chan could probably still kick each one of our asses, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
That's just little plywood. We could do that.
He's the bad boy of the karate tournament.
He's no Johnny Lawrence.
Hey!
There we go.
Stance. Karate is more upright.
What brings you to New York?
Don't
Well,
do that. You knew I was coming.
It's an honor.
This is interesting. You do realize it's impossible for a student to master karate in only 1 week, don't you?
Yeah.
Week might work.
Our traditions are rooted in history.
just needs a little tweaking.
To win the 5 boroughs, you're gonna need karate. I said simple.
This is simple. The opponent will not take it easy on him. Why should I?
Oh, give me another one. Just.
We don't fight for points, we fight to kill.
No mercy.
So they're training in this gym with no mouth guards.
No headgear.
Just old school. baby.
They had the pads for a little bit, and he still took the guy out in the head.
We kind of got in like a fight, and now she's not talking to me anymore.
Is it worth fighting for?
She is.
You guys ready to order?
We got a pipe for Broadway?
I think we know where that pizza's going.
Bubbly for the lady.
Pepsi.
As well with pepperoni. Give him a chance.
He's playing the guitar.
She just didn't go back to the pizza place. She just let the guy hang.
Yeah, you don't worry, he's got it.
He's got it.
So she just.
It's a slow night.
You don't have to fight.
Yes, I do.
Not for my dad, and not for me.
I'm doing this for me.
I mean, in the big picture, he really.
Fresh start.
He got the cheap shot on the subway, and then the short, like, schoolyard fight, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the extent of the beef between him and Connor.
Oh, he's fighting for his girl.
Yeah.
Those girls' dad's loan sharking.
Yeah.
I think I'm falling in love with Ellen.
I mean,
The Backstreet Boys. Playing the Backstreet Boys.
Tell me why.
hey,
That's all I did. I said 2 words.
that might be enough to
No,
get
it's
the,
3. I looked it up.
Who's the best of the best? Matches are the 8 points or KO. Body shots are 1 point, headshots are 2.
We got this.
Li Fong versus Buddha Steven.
Do these sorts of things exist?
Absolutely. It's like the kumite.
Kumite. But of course, there's MMA fights at all levels.
We've got one to the mid.
No.
Oh.
KO.
KO.
So it's just a mat in the middle of wherever with just a bunch of people around cheering.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was at a alcoholic establishment this past weekend that had cage fighting in the parking lot.
Yeah, but they were still in a cage.
Yeah, but it's in the middle of a parking lot. Who's got the other?
Everything is a kung fu.
No. What happened to 2 branches, 1 tree?
One branch stronger than the other.
Li Fong versus Queen's Tornado.
Tornado.
Yamazuki punch block.
What are we? Oh, getting the points.
You're always going to be in trouble for that one.
That's new.
You like it?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You made it on the Wall of Fame.
Where's your hockey trophies?
It looks like it's 96 is underneath on his shirt. That's what his number was in Mighty Ducks, 96. Just saying.
Is that what it?
Yeah, his number was 96. So,
Wow, make it short. Lights out, Barrett.
Lights out.
Ooh, Connor doesn't like that.
Look out.
Oh, you knew he had to get a Jackie Chan, Ralph Macchio fight. Come get some.
They're gonna attack a kid at the middle of the street.
Stuffed
1 week
crust.
from today, atop the roof of a skyscraper, where one fighter will win $50,000.
Showdown in the sky.
So, how's the tournament going?
Good. Just missing one thing.
Your uncle says this Connor kid fights like a tiger. You know the best way to defeat a tiger?
Fucking not show up.
Set a trap. Use your opponent's aggression against them.
Better like this. Come.
Keep kicking Lee's ass.
He's a good student. He's had a good teacher.
Teacher only as good as his students. Sensei Miyagi taught me that.
I miss him. Every time I have the chance to pass on a piece of his legacy, it's never the wrong choice.
That's how we all feel. Not this guy.
Countered it just like that. He saw it coming, knocked me down when I landed.
That's how we're trapping our tiger. You need to learn to drop low enough to avoid Connor's kick, leaving him vulnerable. Then you strike. You're gonna kick through it.
Kick through it.
Yeah.
It's kind of impossible.
Great. Now get under the kick.
Oh!
I discovered this going through some of Mr. Miyagi's things. I think it represents the history between the two families. Two branches, one tree. This is why I came to train you. So you could carry these traditions into the future and remember what you're fighting for.
Oh, he's hitting it with some speed.
That's how Oak's in the gym doing his arms.
That bottom lip curled down.
Under the kick. Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
The moment y'all been waiting for.
Charlie,
Mom, look, I know what you're gonna say, but I have to do this.
and you won't be doing it alone.
Family.
Family.
You guys are both the fucking worst.
I just don't know how you're not entertained.
I guess me and the answer aren't allowed to have fun, folks.
Yeah.
Was this supposed to be for adults of all ages or high school kids? We never.
I think it's just open to anybody. Battle of the Five Boroughs.
Rated E for
So
everyone.
it's Battle of the Five Boroughs for everybody, and the two finalists in this whole tournament.
No, I think
citywide-
they're just for teenagers. Yeah. Because, well, Connor's like the 4-time champ or something.
Yeah.
Too. Something like that.
Did they not?
I know he was a returning champion.
They showed him in high school. And if he was a
Oh, yeah.
5-time champ, that means he's winning since he was like 13.
Oh,
That means
he
he's
was.
good.
All right, hey, this is important stuff right here.
Unless maybe they do multiple per year.
For 50 G's.
Branches.
One tree.
One tree.
Right away in Beijing, China, fighting at a money-making Manhattan, we got Lee.
He's still stuffed crust. Look at this setup.
Go get him, Shifu.
Out of Demolition Dojo.
We are trapping a tiger tonight.
All right. Defending.
Side kick by Fong, slip by Connor Day. Speedy
Oh.
hook kick to the face. Ripboard.
He got a fucking scoreboard.
Yeah, of course you'd have a scoreboard. How is he going to keep score?
Connor Day admiring his work.
Oh, showing off, being all cocky.
Oh.
Oh, oh, down goes the ref. Oh, no. This is where you grab a steel chair.
This one, there's a... Oh!
Wow, did you see him throw him?
I remember seeing you do that in the gym a couple times, Oak, so calm down.
Oh, 4-0.
Stay balanced. Stay focused.
Using that Miyagi-Do.
Oh, 1-inch punch! Ha!
Where these guys go?
Whoa! Oh!
Nice.
2 points for the kick to the face. It's tied up.
We are tied at halftime.
4.
Oh!
That's not how that. No.
Go. Back and forth.
Taking the lead.
Shut it!
2, 3.
Get up, kid!
4, 7, 8.
Yes!
All right, time to trap the tiger.
Trap the tiger. Let's go.
That's right. Kick.
Go low. Sweep the leg. Boom.
Oh, sit down. Point.
Nice. Look
Boy,
at that.
Lee. Way to go, stuffed crust.
Doesn't even know what hit him.
Neither of them have a single scratch on their eyebrows, noses, lips.
Oh, went for a dirty shot.
Oh, look at that.
The jacket. Honk. Do it.
Can we get a honk? Just something to save this movie.
Lee.
Next to his
Oh, he
face.
did the Fast and Furious. It's like Vin did with the wrench. Oh, Sensei's not going to like that.
Oh!
Okay, all right. That's enough.
Stuffed crust.
Oh, look at the 80s freeze frame. I thought you were going to have to...
Right there.
Yeah! Second location.
Was it in the valley?
There's a line out the door.
Oh, he's still in New York.
This delivery is going where?
Pizza for Daniel LaRusso.
I didn't order a pizza. Thank you, Sensei. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. By the way, you owe $1,100 plus. Hey, Johnny, you gotta try this pizza from New York. It's the best I've ever had.
Everybody knows the best pizza's in Encino.
No, there's no comparison, I'm telling you.
We open our own pizza place. We call it Miyagi Do. This is $1 billion idea, LaRusso. Miyagi Do. Olives on, olives off.
Yes.
All right, so have we ever given a movie a higher score than a 5?
I don't know.
I mean, this might be it.
In terms of enjoyment and fun, having a good time.
Oh my God.
Answer. I don't know about you. I know how
hey.
I know how the Grinch is over here, but
Mr. Grinch.
Whew. Look. First off, they gave us some folks who can really do martial arts, and Answer here is going to bring up the cast. But I thought my guy, the Fonger, I thought he did a fantastic job with the martial arts.
Ben Wang.
I thought everybody did great on that. Even our Connor thought he was pretty solid too, in comparison to where we started in the 1980s with the original Karate Kid. I thought they kept up the level of martial arts that they had in Cobra Kai. I thought they kept it up with this one. Now, I can't gaslight Oak the whole time here. So did they have some fun with the physics a little bit in here? Yes, they did. Did they throw in some classic Jackie Chan style fighting? Absolutely. Yes, they did. We saw that in the alley. That was a lot of fun. You know, the only nitpick one of the nitpicks that I might have would be that Lee was so overmatched by Connor, like right off the bat. Well, I guess in the schoolyard, I guess all he really did was the dragon kick. But then he was incredibly skilled, so much so that he could teach Victor and really only needed some fine tuning and tweaking to win the tournament. So, I mean, that was kind of unexpected because I wasn't expecting Lee to get worked as bad as he did, but then still be able to come back and win just with, like I said, that little bit of fine tuning. So that kind of threw me a little bit. We did have a little bit of a twist where you immediately think, at least I thought from seeing the trailer, that Lee was going to come to New York and, Han wasn't going to be able to help him alone. So he'd have to bring in Daniel LaRusso to help him. And that wasn't really the story, and they kind of deviated a little bit from what I think you would expect the story to be, in that Lee was going to help Victor train for a fight. I did think something was going to go wrong in Victor's fight, and then, of course, Lee would have to do the 5 boroughs. I mean, they pretty much telegraphed that. I'm not going to take any credit for seeing that one coming, of course, but still a unique way to do it, and an interesting story. I did think that they had the actors who I thought all did a good job. I thought the ingredients were there, to keep a pizza analogy here. I thought the ingredients were there. I just thought maybe it was a little bit overcooked to keep up with our food here. Because look, I had fun. I love that the soundtrack was good. The sound effects were good when they quiet everything down. You just heard the wind and the heartbeat and the fighters on top of the roof. I did like that. I liked how they worked in the style of animation right away in the beginning to tell Miyagi's story and Han's story and how they kind of intertwined. I liked that was an animated version. I liked that we got the throwback to some original Karate Kid footage. So I think there was a lot of good ingredients in here. But ultimately, I think that the story, the pacing was maybe a little bit off. I know, Oak, I know you called it out, where we went nearly an hour. And okay, we're getting, Lee's story. He seemed to be adapting to New York pretty well. But eventually we're going to have to get to the training and the fighting and everything else. And then it was all kind of rushed on the back end a little bit. We had, of course, Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio kind of having a little bit of a fight there at one of the initial boroughs where the loan shark sent in his henchmen and they made short work of him. So that was fun. We got that fight. So I think we got a lot of the elements that we would have wanted in this movie. It just the execution just didn't quite come together for me, but it was all there. Again, everybody did a good job. The music, the animation, the actors, the fighting was all good. They had enough of the throwbacks, the nostalgia I thought was in there. They sprinkled a little bit of that in there, and maybe even some other movies. Oak and I kind of had to laugh about when Lee grabbed the picture and crumpled it up. That did feel a little bit like, I said a little bit answer. It's okay. It felt a little bit like Rocky, the way that he did it. But nonetheless, look, I have fun with this? Absolutely, I had fun. And I think it's as cheeseball, I think, as nearly as much, or you could go back and forth with the original Karate Kid. I know you had some of your issues, with the realism and the pads and the mouth guards and stuff. Well, I think you could make the same argument for the original Karate Kid, not looking at it through kind of a biased lens maybe of nostalgia. So that being said, look, I had a good time with it. I'm not going to say it's the top of the line up there with like some of the Cobra Kai stuff we've seen. Of course not, but I still had a fun time.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Like, what do you always do and always say, oh, I know Twilight, but watching with my buddy has been so much fun. So watching this with you guys was so much fun. I rewatched the scene. No, it was laying on his bed. He picked it up, crumpled it up, and threw it. Okay. Totally different than Rocky, where he grabs it off the mirror, crumples it.
The behind camera shot.
It wasn't a behind camera shot. It was laying on the bed next to him. He goes like this and picks it up.
But we saw the hand
and then throws it. Yeah, but it's a totally different context. This is I'm not doing.
I digress.
Versus Rocky's like I'm going to take out.
Just a feeling I had. It was just a feeling it evoked in me.
Yeah, well,
it's my feeling wrong.
The feeling was wrong. It was totally wrong. Like for this movie though, like come on, I didn't come in expecting it to be the be all end all of all Karate Kid movies. I came in expecting to have a fun, lighthearted, especially when I saw the time. It's like, all right, it's not going to get overly too serious for itself. It doesn't have to do that. It doesn't have to reach or try to achieve to be that. It needs to be just this. Now, granted, if we were watching this and it was its own movie, it wasn't Karate Kid Legends. It was just, Kung Fu Kid in New York. You know, I'm
Whatever it might
I'm
be,
spitballing
yeah.
the title here, guys. All right, you know, just spitballing. We would have viewed it a totally different way. And then even if they would have brought in Ralph as like a quick cameo or whatever, we'd be like, oh, that'd have been cool. They're kind of playing the Karate Kid. But because it had the Karate Kid title and label to it, we expected, or you guys rather, because you guys are the bigger Karate Kid fans than I am, you expected it to be maybe a little bit more, or you wanted some more of Jackie Chan or more of Ralph or what. For me, it was just once Pat was gone, I didn't really want anything else to happen with this series. I thought Miyagi was Karate Kid. Yeah, as much as Ralph was, but Pat was Karate Kid. We saw with with Hilary Swank, the movie was still really good because it had Miyagi in it. With this one though, I just knew I was going to have fun, sit back, laugh. Enjoy the best moments I could, which I did. The fighting was amazing.
Yeah, it really
with these kids, like we saw with the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith, how much work him and those other kids of that age, how much work they put in for the karate and the kung fu. That same goes with this. They did a hell of a job. I wish they would have showed a little bit more. I mean, we had that amazing fight scene where where he was in the alley with the three henchmen and basically and took him out himself. Like, that was an amazing fight scene. I was hoping to get more of that, but that's also not what the Karate Kid is about. It's always about the final battle. It's about the work up to and getting to the finals of the competition, so to speak. So I thought we'd have a little bit more of the competition, but as he's scrumming it, I mean, there was only 20 minutes left when he got to the first round. So, like, how much can you really show the tournament in action?
That's one of those where I wonder how much ended up on the cutting room floor. Because the pacing.
Still, though, even with all of it, even with on the floor, it still was an hour 28 long.
Yeah.
So there could have been so much more, or an hour and 33 total long because there were credits. So there could have been more to it, and I would have appreciated more of maybe the fight scenes instead of just the quick montage. I guess for maybe the first round or two, but then really go into it. And then we finally, with 10 minutes left, we finally got to see Ralph and Jackie Chan take on, a couple guys, which was really cool to see them. And like, I don't know if he'll make the cut, but I'm pretty sure Jackie Chan could still dispose of us no matter how old he gets. Because I guarantee you they did not speed up the filming at all when he was doing his punches and stuff.
When they were in
because he is still an amazing fan.
When they were in the rickshaw doing the training type, or the rickshaw type thing, when they're doing the training, did you get Rush Hour vibes there with the radio? Because I've seen the first Rush Hour.
Little bit, just because that's how much fun he had in those movies and doing that stuff. So yeah, for me, like, the fighting was amazing. The acting was there. It didn't have to be. It wasn't. For me, it just wasn't trying to be too much. I know with you guys, I know with you guys, you put this on a higher pedestal because of how much you love the originals and that. And I've only seen them, a handful of times, but not as big a fan as you two are. So for me, I had fun with this and enjoyed myself. And I knew it wasn't going to be as good as the originals because sometimes it's hard to recapture that magic, because that's what it is. It's the whole magic of it. And I know I even joke saying, oh, that was illegal with the kick or whatever. And we can have fun with that, but at the end of the day, we still absolutely love it and love the movie. And so that's why I love it at the end too. We got Lawrence
Johnny
back.
Yep.
So that was great. So I had fun with this movie. Was it top notch? No. Was it the best of the best? Oh, no. But it was still really enjoyable for me, and it helps watching with you guys too, just so I can see you cower. All right, now Sourpuss, your turn.
This movie was terrible.
Terrible?
I wouldn't say terrible.
Everything about this film was terrible. I will say that the two young martial artists were talented, and that's as far as my praise for this film can go. Guys, this was terrible. The plot, let's start with the plot, okay? Completely uninvested. And you can't take an 80s, look at these two motherfuckers, just gaslight.
He just wants small businesses to die. Yeah. I just see what happens.
You can't take the way they did stuff in the 80s. If you're extending it like we did in Cobra Kai, right? The whole thing leaned very heavily on nostalgia. And they were able to do that by bringing back the old characters. They did a lot of fun stuff with new characters, dealt with a lot of issues that go on in schools today, and they developed it. Now, granted, we had 6 seasons, a lot of time to develop. This one, we even noted when it started, like, wow, in 2025, a movie that's an hour 34, and that's with usually 7-8 minutes of credits, is that's short. And we were 25 minutes in while they were moving to New York. I was like, wow, like this is a third of the way in, and it's like just getting settled in. Where is the drama going to start? Where is the conflict going to start? Then we were almost an hour in before we even saw Ralph Macchio, and it's like, okay, we've got 25 minutes left of this movie. Like, what's going to happen here? Look, and you can make all the criticisms you want about the original Karate Kid being cheesy. We have, right? But it's an 80s movie. But so let's talk about the conflict between God, I don't even
what,
Connor?
Connor?
Not
Lee?
Connor. Connor and Lee. Yeah. So let's talk about the conflict between Connor and Lee. Of course, the ex-boyfriend. Okay, they took that from the original Karate Kid. So the scene on the subway was really the first interaction, and he gives him a cheap shot to the eye, which, kind of unprovoked. So a little bit different than what we saw in the past. And then they had the confrontation in the schoolyard where, Connor says this thing and Lee kind of
baits him a little bit.
Baits him a little bit. Then we have a very brief fight, but that's kind of the end of it. That's the extent of their conflict. And it's like, I'm not invested. These are just 2 young kids who have a little bit of a beef. It wasn't a group of kids like bullying another kid. They didn't have anybody else involved. It wasn't you didn't have the sensei, you didn't have the group of friends. Yeah, they showed like 2 other kids, but they weren't involved. So it's like, you kind of like, this is a very common scuffle between the new boyfriend and the last boyfriend. It wasn't ongoing. He wasn't really targeting him per se. They just went to the same school and ran into each other. I mean, it was kind of, it was super anticlimactic, the conflict between Lee and Connor. And then they totally throw us off with Connor and Mia at the carnival or whatever, because they were totally flirting. And I don't know if they were trying to, of course, if you watch the original Karate Kid, they have the country club scene where Johnny asks Allie to dance, and they're dancing, and Daniel gets the wrong picture. But it's Allie being very standoffish, and then Johnny going in and essentially forcing a kiss on her, completely non-consensual. But Daniel just saw the wrong angle. Where this, I mean, and Answer is playing it right now, she's, kind of laughing and whatever. Now watching it back, it looked like she might have just kind of been brushing him off a little. But so they didn't give you this like giant sense of conflict between Connor and Lee. And now, of course, in the original ones, the only reason he wanted to enter the tournament is because they wanted a way to have the fighting stop. Like, okay, we're going to enter this tournament, and you're going to have all this time to train for it. So that was the whole point of the tournament in the first one. Of course, in the second one, they gave us him versus Chosen, which was, a battle for honor. In the third one, he's going back to the All Valley to defend it. So there was a setup for I'm not going to like sit here and tout the plot to the original 3 Karate Kid movies, but there was setup and investment.
Spoiler alert for everyone else.
Well, we're already this far, Answer. You're not going back. We're not going back and watching 1, 2, and 3 with you. So there's that. Okay. Now we're going to throw in the love interest. So her dad owns a pizza place in New York and took a bunch of money from loan sharks, but he's a former Golden Gloves boxer who needs to get back and fight to get money to pay off the loan shark. Okay, that's good. And he sees the new teenager who just moved from Beijing fight a couple guys out in the back alley, and he decides that's who he's going to have train him for his upcoming boxing match.
See how well he did.
Not a boxing coach. He's not going to get back in the gym. He's just going to train in the back room with a high school kid who knows nothing about boxing, from what we can say. And of course, they gave us well, you're quick on your feet. I need to learn that.
It's not how to move.
He's not a boxing coach. Wait, what? And then he goes in and he takes a bunch of elbows to the head. And he's in a boxing match, and he freezes up the same way that when his brother got stabbed to death. Like, that's the scenes we're going to try to compare. Yes, the elbows to the head were pretty violent in the boxing ring, but he's like, you're going to have flashbacks from what's Josh's
Because
last
it's
name?
him not
Joshua
doing anything,
Jackson.
Joshua Jackson. Yes.
Joshua Jackson getting knocked down in a boxing fight to his brother getting stabbed. Okay, so
it's him freezing under the pressure of being helpful.
I get it. Just a real ass comparison of two situations where you might freeze under pressure. Now let's talk about the 5 Boroughs tournament. Is this a tournament for high school kids? Because in Karate Kid 1 and 3, it's the All Valley under 18. In Cobra Kai, this is an All Valley. It's a Valley tournament,
Macchio was
and
30
then
beating
national.
kids. So.
Right, but the tournament setup, they gave us an age range for the tournament as setting some sort of context for what this tournament is all about. And then, of course, in part 2, it wasn't a tournament. This is not a tournament. This is real life, right? So you just get it's a real life fight. And here you have this 5 Boroughs tournament that they don't lay out if it's for teenagers or adults. First off, if it is for teenagers, I don't know how old Lee and Connor are here. They're in high school because we know he's taking tests for the SATs. So they're in high school, so maybe they're over 18, but if there's under 18, certainly you wouldn't be able to sanction or even illegally or have this full contact fighting between 17-year-olds in the city of New York. We know that wouldn't fly. And if it's over 18, the gap of the talent gap, even between 18 and 22, it's like any other sport. Take the best high school kid versus the best college kid. To suggest that they had a tournament, a full contact tournament. Now, Connor is also the returning champion. So if he's a senior in high school, that means he won when he was a junior. So he must have been 16 or 17 years old.
Probably, yeah.
So it had to be high school kids only.
Yeah.
So are you going to have a full contact high school kids tournament? And
that's nice that they give $50,000 to a high school kid.
$50,000. But if you're going to suggest that this tournament was open and Connor is a returning champion, to suggest a 16 or a 17-year-old would have gone out and look, $50,000 is not a small purse. There's some UFC fights where the winners on the undercards are not winning $50,000. To suggest that in New York, you wouldn't have 22-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds come in and fight these 16 and 17-year-olds.
I would.
I just made the assumption it was for high school kids.
A full contact, no pads, no mouth guards, high school kid thing.
Yeah, that's what they did in Karate Kid. There was no pads, no mouth guards. Am I wrong?
No, but they were karate dojos meeting together. This is just an open fight tournament.
They took it to the streets.
They did take it to the streets. And here's another thing. They took it to the streets and they had a couple scenes. The one where he grabs him on the ground and throws him. He's terribly clearly hooked up to wires, flying across the mat. It was so bad.
I liked it.
It was
great.
So bad. And then, look, I get this movie probably didn't have the best budget. Okay, cool. But why even do that? Why even do that? Why even put that in there? They had you're telling me they had a $45 million budget and they couldn't give us a fucking decent, those two riding on a moped scene? That was some of the worst green screen work I've seen in a long time.
To me, it felt like they were on a trailer.
They were absolutely on a trailer.
Well, they were on a trailer because also if they're teenagers, not going to have them riding around. They wouldn't have had the insurance for it.
Something out because that green screen with them on the scooter was terrible. They could have very well, I don't know, they could have done something, but it was really bad. Yeah, Answer's just pulling up the scene where he throws him across. It was, down goes the ref.
I was waiting for the ref to.
Here it is. He was in midair and he just goes.
Yeah, he gave him a little extra.
Goldberg does the same. Used to do the same stuff in his matches. Make him go the
look.
direction.
There was everything was rushed. You weren't invested in. I wasn't invested versus Lee versus Connor. There wasn't enough conflict. There wasn't enough love. There wasn't enough tension between Mia and Connor even to show whatever. They just made Connor like a cheesy asshole. I don't, guys. This is look. I came in. I love Ralph Macchio. I love Jackie Chan. Love the entire series of Karate Kid and what they did with Cobra Kai was absolutely phenomenal. This for me is one of the worst films I've watched in the however many years we've been doing this channel. It's really that far towards the bottom. Now, granted, that being said, a majority of the movies that we watch on this channel are ones that people recommend, which are pretty good, or the big hits that come out in the theaters, which you can kind of expect to be decent. Of course, we watched this because of how much time we spent in the world of Cobra Kai, which we had a lot of fun with. So we're like, okay, we'll do part 4, the new Karate Kid with Hilary Swank, which was actually entertaining and had some nostalgia with Pat Morita. The Jackie Chan one with Jaden Smith that we just watched, I thought, and it was a rewatch for me, but I hadn't seen it since it came out. I thought they did okay with that. It kind of retold the first story. It got you invested. This, guys, for me was it was really bad. And even just going through and seeing the scores that people did give it, I'm shocked. And I think, I just feel like maybe people were a lot more gentle with it just because of how much everybody loved Cobra Kai, and you didn't want to come off of Cobra Kai and just bury this.
Yeah.
And again,
no, I mean, for me, I liked the characters. I enjoyed all the characters. I thought everybody did a good job. And so I kind of felt like I knew them, despite the fact this was our first introduction to them. And they did have to spend that first basically hour getting us invested in Lee and Victor and Mia and everyone. So, I mean, for what they had to work with for the time, considering it was a brand new movie, I felt that they did have to use that time. But I will say it definitely was rushed. I thought some of the pacing and some of the things were out of place. It definitely could have used a little more conflict between Connor and Lee. Like I said, he could have seen it. I mean, just give me a scene where they're walking down the halls in school and maybe he gives them a shoulder or something, just to show that Connor's actually kind of after Lee the same way Johnny was kind of after Daniel. It definitely could have used a little bit of that. But nonetheless, I thought I had fun with it. Oh, just keep this on there, hey, Oak. But the real question is, folks, will there be a sequel?
I think there'll be a lovely sequel.
Yeah. Like I said, folks, if it was a pizza, it had all the ingredients. To me, everything was there. They just didn't nail the cooking at the end. So for me, this is a 2.75 out of 5 answers. I had a fun time with it. It was fun to watch. And sometimes I think these movies can be more fun for us when we're watching them as a group versus if I was at home watching this by myself. I'd be like, what am I getting into here? What's going on? But it's always fun watching with the fellas and all of you at home. So yeah, 2.75.
Like me, I had a lot of fun with it. It was entertaining to a point, and you got to respect them for what they've all done and put towards the series. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 answers, and especially had fun with these guys watching it. That definitely helps it. But hey, let us know how you feel about it. Is it a legend killer or a legend thriller, and when is going to be the sequel? Is the question.
Absolutely.
All right, here's my score.
No, it is
0.5.
Less than I think you even gave Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender was drastically better than this. Love and Thunder was. This might be the lowest score that I think I've given. It was that bad. It was really. And look, part of me is just I'm hurt because I loved Cobra Kai so much.
I think that's what it is.
This was a really bad movie.
What if it would have not been called Karate Kid Legends? What if it would have just been
a Jackie
let's say it was a
Chan
normal,
movie.
just a kung fu.
Hey, we're gonna give you an hour 25 movie and try to introduce brand new characters, plus add in a backstory, plus add in a relationship, plus add in new conflict, add in a fighting tournament. This was just as far as for Ralph Macchio, look, I understand. Look, and Ralph made a lot of money from Cobra Kai. And Jackie Chan is insanely wealthy. We know that. But I would assume after Cobra Kai, much similar to after the original Karate Kid series, that Ralph Macchio's work is probably going to be limited. So I don't blame Ralph at all for taking this work, getting a good payday, because I don't know what's going to be in the pipeline for him after that. Look, I think he's talented. I just think, he's typecast. He's always going to be the Karate Kid, right? And My Cousin Vinny, which I've only seen snippets of it. It seemed like he fit in there, and it almost felt
that was awesome.
But it almost felt kind of like the same character from the clips I've seen. But so I don't blame Ralph for taking a payday and saying, hey, look, I'm riding this Karate Kid wave. I'm going to earn as much as I can from it. Because who knows what's next for him. I'm sure he never imagined that he would have been able to reprise that role and have it be as successful as he did. So I just, for everybody else involved, I think you produced a very, very lackluster product here, and it was seriously disappointing.
So real quick then, with Ralph, have you ever seen The Outsiders?
The original one. I've not seen it start to finish, no.
Yeah,
There's
there
what
you
you got
go.
to see, because you'd see a different Ralph Macchio.
different Ralph.
And then also, like you mentioned, my cousin Vinny, because he's not quite exactly
it's
Daniel
not quite.
San.
And then Crossroads with isn't Stevie Ray Vaughan in that?
I don't know if I've seen that one or not.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one, but I've seen the other two.
Yeah.
I think you get a kick out of. Plus, The Outsiders you love: Swayze, Cruz, Rob Lowe,
I know.
Emilio.
I can't believe I've never seen it. It was just old, It
was just
well, that's what you are. So hopefully you guys got some enjoyment out of us schmucks watching this and sourpuss over there. Look, this was, hey, we enjoyed it. We at least had some fun. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So for Appleton Oak over there having the most fun of the entire movie right there, and Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. Good night now. Be water.